Hello and welcome back to InfraSpace. In the last episode, we built a third residential district here, and we did a couple other tweaks, and then we started working on the home robots. We're going to work on that some more today. I did stage out a few more road areas here so that we can make the changes or the additions we need to make and then turn it all on and see how it works. Maybe we'll turn it all on first. But I also expanded the good meals manufacturing here and cleaned it up a little bit because we actually had too much in the way of vegetable farms for the meal factories that we had. We might actually even we have slightly too much meat, but not too much, so we're okay there. But then yes, we have good amounts of the vegetables here. We're overproducing a bit, but taking one away would put us under, so it's fine. And then also the fertilizer is now doing well, slightly more than we need. So we're at a good balance here, which is good. And then we'll see how it holds out as we expand and grow. We do have a problem, though, with computers. And I was looking at the balance here, and I don't know why this isn't showing up as red or yellow, but it should, because our production is underneath our consumption. So we need to expand our computer production here a little bit. And we unlocked superhighways. Let's take a look at that first. Not superhighway specifically, we will, but take a look at what we need to do to get to city, because that's the last of the large town options that we have available to us. In order to get to city, we need to have 2,000 level 5 citizens, which means we need to finish up that home robots option and get these houses upgraded to residential 5s. All right, so let's take a look at computers. We have, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 computer manufacturers, and those are making just about 60, I'm sorry, just a little under 60, so a little under 5 each. So we really just need one more. Maybe we'll do 2 more, though, just to be safe. So let's actually pull these guys out, and on the far side of the of this road that I put in here, actually I could have left 2 of them in the middle there, but that's fine. And then let's do some additional buildings here. 2 of those. 2 of these, I guess, can be next. Doesn't matter. There and there. And then finally, computer factory. There and there. And they're complaining about needing materials. Hopefully they will get those materials post-haste. There are a lot of trucks coming this way. Did I make this intersection do that? No, but I could. Oh, I did. Okay, good. If they want to come straight through this intersection, they have to be in the left lane coming through. If they're in the right lane, they have to turn. That way the iron trucks can come in here and they can merge at some point down the road as they're doing their thing here. I think we might even have... Yeah, we even have them, so they have to correct their lane here. If they want to keep going, they have to be in the right lane, and then that shifts them into the left lane, and then they can continue on through these intersections here and into their destination. So that works fairly well. It's not great, but it works fairly well. And then aluminum may be a problem, as well as district size might be a problem here. So let's make that a little bit bigger. Zoop. And hopefully they're just getting aluminum from a long way away, so that could just be a time thing. There's a lot of trucks coming. And we have a surplus here, so there's not a demand for it yet. So we're okay. So while that's upgrading, that should take care of, by the way, the computer needs, at least for now. Yes, we're making 68.4. We only need 59.7, but that's going to increase a little bit as these increase, or as these grow. But we also need it anyway so that they can kind of buffer up a little bit and also still maintain the others. And since it's a distance-based thing, the furthest ones away get the least amount of service. So that's how that works. So let's go ahead and drop a... I should leave that turned on. Let's drop a power substation in here someplace. Nice large coverage area there. Let's drop it here, and then I think we need to tie it in. There. And now you're, of course, demanding things. Do we have a district map here? We don't. Let's go ahead and do that. We need to set up miners for the iron and the copper. So let's go ahead and take care of that too. And we'll also take a look at the superhighways at some point. That'll be good. Let's take this out. Can we go this way? We can. Okay, we'll go this way. and then like this across the iron. We can drop as many miners on there as we think we might need, which shouldn't be too god-awful many. Maybe just starting with one even and seeing how it works out. The same thing with the copper. We can come off of the freeway someplace in this neighborhood. Go up to about there, and then come across the copper mine, and then we'll just deal with it however we need to deal with it. Let's see, you can go there. Alright, and I think those are both covered under this umbrella. I wish when you clicked on it, it showed you that. I guess we can see it. Oh no, you're just barely in the range of those power poles. Okay, we may have to tweak that, but this is covered by this, at least for right now. Clear that, and let's do some more zoning. We need to zone this whole patch. And zone this whole patch. It's fine. Ish. Kind of funny how that works. Overhang and whatnot. I think I'll have to leave it like that because of the little bit of copper that's right up against the edge. And then they also need sand, and they need their own stuff too, I guess. Hopefully we have everything figured out here, because otherwise it's going to be a bad time. You go there, you go there. Let's set up some sand on this side of the road, up in this area someplace. Let's see here. Should I just do it directly across, or should I do it down a bit? We'll do it directly across the road. It's fine. From here. What's wrong with my cursor here? Oh, maybe I can't have the district thing open. That's probably what it is. Yeah, we'll just go out just a bit. We don't need a lot here. That's probably way too much even, but I'm going to put them down just a little bit. Maybe like this. Maybe we'll do 2 of them here. And we can zone this area. And then we can do a sand delivery there. And then on top of that, we need to deliver the electronics within the zone. We need to deliver these cubes within the zone. We need to deliver nanotubes within the zone. We need to deliver motors within the zone. And I don't know what else. Steel within the zone. Carbon within the zone. Okay, the arrows are going down there. Let's see. You get iron and copper. You get sand and electronics. We did electronics, right? Yeah. You get copper and iron. You get... Oh, we already looked at those. You get copper and steel. Okay. You get motors, cubes, circuits, and aluminum we need to deliver. We need to specify here to there. And then you get carbon and sand. You get nanotubes, microchips. Did I do microchips? Oops, wrong button. Microchips? I did not. There we go. Alright. I think that might be everything now. And we gotta wait for everything to stabilize, of course. And there might not be enough of everything that we need. I guess we could look at the production stats here. Yeah, I think we might need more green circuits in here. And we're only producing 14 robots, so we're going to need 3 times this, which I did stage out 3 times. But if we need more circuits in here, which I don't know if this 10 that's missing is because of this, or because of our how much we were short over here, which we are still short over here. Maybe we should fill this out a little bit more. You're over here, because they're still whining over here about a lack of circuits. And they may start whining in here about a lack of circuits too. Why did that go up as soon as I added to it? These aren't complaining about a lack of circuits, they're complaining about a lack of other things. We might need more sand, in fact. These might not be enough. We can add more. I didn't do the math on the sand, so... Well, the math on the sand is tough anyway, because they are all the boosting is really going to throw off how to... It's going to make it difficult to do the math. It's not hard, just more work. You're still complaining about nanos. The nanos are just slow. The nanos don't have boosting, whereas these do. So we might actually need more nanos to be built. And if that's the case, then we're going to have to make some more room in this area. We may have to add some more stuff. You're complaining about those, which is because of this. Yeah, and this is the problem with the production overview, is it's for the entire colony, so there's no way to say, is this producing at spec? And that's what I wish you could do, without having to do all the math on all the efficiency levels and all that. Like, I could look at this one and I could say, okay, you're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to be 140% efficient. And then do the math on it. And then I could look at these two and say, okay, well, you're each going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 132% efficient. Are two of these running at 132% enough for one of these running at 140? Well, they're not, because this is producing one every 120, so this is two every 120, which means that it's producing one every 60, and this needs one every 60. But because these are only producing at 132%, and this is demanding at 140%, these two aren't producing enough for this one. But do I care? I don't know. The only issue with caring that much is that this is producing 10 every 60 base. But if we do 60 divided by 1.4, that's 10 every 43 seconds. And that means that 14 over there is that we're producing 14 a minute. But we're not producing 14 a minute because we're constrained by other things, i.e. these, where they don't have any bonus at all. So really our production is somewhere closer at this point to 2 of these every 60 means that we're running at clock speed. So we're really only producing 10 every minute, not 14 every minute, because these are going to constrain us. These are going to constrain these, which are going to constrain this. And then also, these are only running at 124%, so they're also constraining these, which is then constraining this. So really, the most that we can expect to get out of this is 10 per minute, not 14. In that case, we need about 4 of these, not 3, as previously stated. And we're probably going to need more like 5 of them before we're done. So we could leave it like this. The module works the way that it is. It's overproducing some things, which means that those machines are going to sit idle. But we can at least let it run like this, and we could always add more to it later, do some expansion on it later if we wanted to make it more to ratio. But I hope they come up with a better way for us to handle those ratios, because it's kind of not ideal in the way that it's set up. Because yes, you can, oops, I messed that one up. Yes, you can calculate the ratios, but it shouldn't be that complicated to calculate the ratios, in my opinion. It should be, it shouldn't be that complicated to use this tool, this production overview in the game, when you can't, because you can't look at a specific assembly. You have to go by the whole factory, which isn't enough. Okay, so then we need motors here. We need steel here. And then we need 2 carbons, oops, 2 carbons over here. And that's set number 2. Now we're probably starving out again our mining, because we had 1 miner for iron and 1 miner for copper, and then 3 miners for sand. And I don't know that we need all of that, but I think we're going to need to double this. And there's a rock there that this won't let it work on. We're going to go like there. And then we can do copper. And then we can do sand. And I think I'll probably just put another 2 of these down. See how that stabilizes. And let's do, check the zone. Oh yes, we need to fix this zone. Close out of the thing. There we go. I'll just do a block around it like that. I did the whole thing there, and I did the whole thing here, so I can expand these at will. So I think a solution for this might be to add more... We could add more nanotubes. That would accelerate this a little bit, but then we have to figure out how many we need to add. Because each of these assemblies... I think we would need to add just one, but each of these assemblies can only handle so much before we have to add more carbon, which we probably would have to add another carbon at that stage. So one more nanotube, one more carbon, and then, you know, is that going to solve it? Or do we need to also add another neural processor because it's not producing up to snuff for this? And at one point, do you add, like, I mean, do you do the math and do you say, okay, well, we have... How many of these sets do we need to add before we add more than one neural processor? Because it's probably not going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. It might be more like, actually it is more like that we only need 8% of a neural processor. This is fuzzy math here, but only need 8% of a neural processor for each block. So that means that we could go 12 before we need to add more than one. Is that math right? I don't know without thinking about it more, and I can't do YouTube math. So even though this says 28.8, it's really producing closer to 20. Because it's not... And that's the other thing, is this isn't how much is being produced. Oh, we need to add some aluminum mining up here. It's how much it's capable of producing based on the settings on the machine. Aluminum mining, that's what I was looking for. Here. And this is where we get into a problem. Because I have to do something funky. I have to put a road up through the middle here someplace. And then I can add more, hopefully, in here. Maybe not. There we go. And it probably needs a rezone. Nope, don't need a rezoning. So we may actually have to go somewhere else to look for some more iron. And I see that I have a power issue. So let's do a... something like that. Why? Weird. There we go. Okay. That should give us plenty of aluminum for a little while. But yeah, these are definitely starving out of some things. So yeah, we could use probably another nano factory for this whole block and another neural processor factory for the whole, like, for say this set of 3 that we're working on before we could actually stabilize it. We have a ridiculous amount of steel now, so much so that it's exceeding the amount of concrete we have, which is kind of awesome and also kind of scary because I did overdo it probably a little bit. But everything is free in this game if you think about it. It just takes time. So also, who cares? Because resources don't run out. The resources don't run out, and some stuff is created by magic, like food and whatnot. So, no, I should do the other one first. Do this one first. And then let's do the steel while we're in this menu. There you go. Then we come back over here and do this motors. So that should be 30 of what we need. And then the rest are going to have to go Yeah, that's a messy intersection. I mean, it probably was just because I was drawing a lot. We might need another miner in the iron department and in the copper department. Go ahead and add another one of each of those then. You. You. And then, yeah, see here it's telling us that we're actually underproducing nanos. So I could add another, I could do this a lazy way, sort of the lazy way, and add just another block down here in the end where I put in, you know, 1 or 2 more nano machines, carbon to go with it, you know, maybe another neural processor too, and just have it support this whole block. Maybe that's the solution. We could just do that, I suppose. If I bring this down, let's see, that's a 3. That's... No, is it a 3? That's a 3 and that's a 4. So we need like... We actually don't need that much either. I could just put them right here on the end row, on the end cap. That's easier. So let's say another nano factory. Yeah. And let's do another neural processor like this. And then we can do another carbon, say over here. And then we can see, well, does that stabilize the whole place? I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Not the button that I wanted. There we go. I see the graph and I'm like, okay, that's what I want. No, these aren't graphs. And is this enough, or do we need another nanotube now that we've added 1 more of the neural processors? Maybe we do. But this will at least get us started. Let us get some of these houses upgraded, hopefully. Maybe they already are. They already are. And you can see that it's, again, a proximity thing. So the ones that are closest to the source get upgraded first. This takes us up to 16 people. And our new requirements are VR education and school. So we went from 14 times... well, we're going up to 16 per times 60 per block times 3 blocks. That's 2880 total population when all is said and done. And we need to get up to 2,000 citizens in order to be, in order to get promoted to city. So I think we've done it, assuming that we have enough production of these items, which we don't. So maybe we need to add a little bit more in here. You know, maybe I move these around a little bit, even. Put you over here, maybe even right there. Put this one here, and then we could even do another one of these. And another one of these. And, you know, maybe that's enough then. But maybe we don't have enough microchips now either. So we may have to increase the supply of those. And we probably need some more sand here now. Let's go ahead and drop another sand miner in. Because this whole thing is complaining now. But that might be enough. We may just have to add another microchip factory in for the whole thing in order to get it done. Because those are pretty sparse too. Maybe we could put 1 or 2 of them in here. And maybe that's enough. Maybe we need more green circuits at that point. But I think what we should do at this point is we should duplicate this. And this is where I wish we had a copy paste tool. Because that would be super, super useful. But I think we can just do another one like right here. I guess I need to go out by each individual, which was, I forget. Let's do 8, no, 9. And then I think these were all 6. Okay. And they're all 6. And then these are 8 and 12. Okay, so we come up by 9. That gets us to the first spot. And we go by 6s. Doop. And that might be it. And then we need to do the other roads. It was 8 and 12, I think. So we go up here this way, 8. This way we go to 12. It looks crooked, but it's not. It says it's 90 degrees. There's just a perspective issue. Maybe the other one is too. Because those are in a straight line. They just don't look like it. Go on to 8 again, and finally 12. And then we can duplicate this all again, and I do think we probably need some more. Actually, more than probably. We need one more, probably, microchip. It's here. And that might require also some more circuits to finish this whole thing up. In which case, maybe I'll do some more rearrangement of everything. But we'll see. Maybe that'll be enough. Everything went white, so maybe it's enough. And then this is going to be its own block, by the way. So we need to do the same thing we did for the other one, for this one. All the same linkage, all the same everything. And let's go ahead and set that up now. So sand. Actually, no, I will do another sand. Nope. I will do another sand mine over here. We'll skip sand right now. Sulfur we don't need. Concrete. Iron we need. Wait a minute. I didn't do iron? Oopsie. You go in there. You go in there. Aluminum. We're probably going to need another aluminum mine, which is not going to be great because I don't think they were very close. Carbon stays in the zone. Nano stays in the zone. Steel stays in the zone. Copper. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. Fixed it. Copper. Motors. Circuits. Microchips. Neuros. Home robots. I should probably do this. I think I screwed up. Or did I? Nope, I didn't. Okay. They're there. They just have to be laying on top of each other mostly. And I think that's it for here. I think everything else is safe. Safe enough. Yeah, we know we're not producing enough home robots, although we are very close. Because this actually does produce the 14 in theory. So, but this number is going to increase as population increases. So having another array over here is actually a very good idea. And then we need to have the sand array as well. Yeah, let's do the sand array as well. This road, come out about yay far. How far out did I go? Not that it matters much. 18. But I like symmetry. And then let's put up the sand miners. You all are keeping up well more than enough. And you all are as well. But this is going to probably become a problem. Maybe, maybe not. You might be able to keep up. Especially because we don't really need to add all of them. Let's just do one for now. Neural processor. Nanos. Circuits. Macros. Switch over to this one. Home robots. Steel. Switch back to this one. Uh-oh, we're out of power. There. And then finally the carbon. And then let's look at power. Our solar field just needs to be expanded. A little bit crooked. But aren't we all? One of these days I will clean this up. Alright, that'll hold us for a little while. You're still making things. Did I... Oh, it's just got to get spun up. And then we need to do a connection for, again, the home robots. From here to all of these. Wow, that one's almost done. And then to here. And then to... Oh, I did it to the wrong place. Oopsie. You go there. Not there. And you go here. Wow, is that tough to see? But I think they're all 4 are there. Looks like it. Yeah, they're all there. Well, maybe there. Yep, I think there. Power problem? Oh, we'll close that. This doesn't have power coverage. Barely. I'm just going to put in a new substation then, like, right in here. And then I'll just connect it up to power from here, I think. There. Great. Oopsie. Okay, so now we do have a little dearth of nanotubes, so maybe we do need another nanotube set in here, which means that let's do just one here, along with a carbon, and I'm going to putting them down here on purpose so that they're here for later, even though they won't have all their bonuses right away. You're still complaining a little bit about microchips, but I suspect it's close enough. And according to this, we're producing somewhere between 10, 20, 30, 40 and 59.2. And maybe that is enough for the 47 that we need right now. But these numbers are still going to go up because we're just now upgrading the second housing block, and we still need to get to the third. Although we do have a nice our complete coverage here of the tier 4 housing. Let's go take a closer look at the tier 5s. I just want to see what they look up really up close here. They do have O5 printed on the side, just like the 3s and the 4s did. Future Horizon GmbH. They're really cool looking buildings. I do have to say, like, they've done a decent job of, you know, having different looking buildings at the different tiers. I mean, the tier 0, tier 1 house, you know, the one you build, and then the one that it turns into, they look pretty much the same, or really close to the same, but it's good enough. And then you get the geodesic dome on the 3s, and then the 4s are actually looking like an apartment building, and then the 5s are an even bigger apartment building. I don't know how high it actually goes, but we'll see, I guess. Stuff is coming in pretty much steadily, I think. And boom, there's got a computer delivery at this random one that I'm clicked on. Are these ones stabilizing at all yet? They may not be able to. Yeah, they are maybe a little bit. There's some copper here, too. Although the nearest iron was still over there, so that's just as good. We talked about doing it over there, but I already have my solar field spread out there and I had to move it, so we didn't do it. Where's the next aluminum mine at? This is iridium. This is uranium, which we need to actually take a look at. Because we're going to need, there's some aluminum there. We're going to need some more aluminum. Some down here. So it's all over in that corner. Oh, here's some down here too. We'll have to sneak our way in here somehow with some roads. There's a lot here if we need more aluminum to bring that in. Although it won't be too bad. We already have a road here. We could figure out a way to get it from over here. Well enough. Or up there. Copper up there. Yep, I think that's probably good. This is just going to take some time to make progress. We're almost to 1.5 now, almost to 60. We're probably about 80 right now out of our 180 houses. So we can make some progress. Let's take a look at the superhighways while we're here. These are not cheap. They are 80 and 16 per segment for that one. And then for the regular superhighway, the 2-lane superhighway, which is what I do want this to become, is a superhighway. Made him go with crazy 3-lane. Compared to, let's see, 40 and 4 for what we built here. These are 160 and 32. So they're quite a bit more expensive, but I'm guessing, and we can find out, they're ridiculously faster. Yeah, you can see how much faster they are. And, you know, maybe I could even leave the exit ramps still as regular highways and just make these the supers. I'm assuming it's charging me the difference, but I don't know, and I honestly don't care that much about that, so it's fine if they are messing it up somehow. I think I'll go all the way to the last interchange here, and I'll stop right there, kind of how I did that one. And I may even do superhighways on the... no, I can't, because these don't have two-directional roads. So I was going to say that I could do them there, but I can't on the roads here. Unless I do a divided highway, which means a bunch of changes. I'm going to do that one and this one just for decorative purposes. Oof. A lot of traffic here at this intersection. Maybe that wasn't the wisest thing to do. Is to not only make this be the supply, but also have the incoming stuff here. Or maybe I need to do a different entrance for these guys. Have them do like a cloverleaf style, which we did fiddle with the cloverleafs, and it didn't work that well. But maybe I need to just tweak it some more, do smaller segments or something to make it actually round. We actually might have to. Let's do cheap roads, just because I'm going to be doing some experimentation, so I want to not spend a bunch. Just extend that out a bit. And then what if... That's only one lane, that's why. Let's reverse it, just so that it's in the right direction. If this came up... And actually we need to come off of down here someplace. What if it did something like short segments? So if we did something like this... I need to fix this. Nope. This, nope. I clicked the right thing. There it is. Those can do something squirrely like that. You can do like this-ish. Maybe this will work. I just may need to squiggle it around a little. I mean, it's not bad. Maybe I need to move this node a bit in. Careful. I don't want to jack anything up. These would come in at as shallow as I can get, I guess. Let's uncheck those. So we have a... Ooh, that's not good. Oh yeah, this needs to come this way. Okay. Maybe those should be locked? Unfortunate. Oh, maybe I can. If I do it like that. Maybe this actually should be moved this way more? Or not. Sorry. Do that a little bit. And then I can move this one further up, hopefully. Maybe to there. And then can I rearrange this a little? Not that far. Like that. Then you need to come this way more. Looks a little wonky still. A lot of wonky still. Can you go closer to something like this? And then you can go... I guess not. What about you? Can you go... like that? And then can I change this to be more along that line? That makes it worse. Okay, I need to widen it then. I need to make it bigger. Make this loop more open. Well, that's not great either. I don't know. I saw someone did these, but I didn't really look at their steps. I just saw that it was doable and kind of left it at that. So now I'm wondering how, in a way. But I guess that would work, and it may at least serve the purpose of being... let's do a replace road here. And then let's do some... I should probably do this one too. Just... Actually, I should shorten this first. Doesn't need to be that long when it's not going anywhere. That's for sure. Okay. Let's look at... Yeah, that's good. Merge there. And then you... I want this to no longer be able to left turn here. And you can go straight through. And you can come straight through. And those need to turn this way. This is not a left turn either. These can go straight through. There. And then you need to merge your way that way. Before these come up. And this can go back down to a one lane to make their life a little bit simpler. Yep. Why are they not coming up here now, though? They're still turning. Oh, because that didn't get broken. They're going down and coming back around? Doesn't make any sense. They should be able to do this. Yeah, they're making a Yui right here. I don't get that. Unless there's a bug or something. Yep, you can see him whipping around and turning. And that's a lot of lined up stuff there. I'm gonna fiddle with this forever. And I don't understand how they're able to do this here either. Is there an intersection there? There is. And they're still turning there, even though... Okay, how do I click on the thing again? I had it earlier. Oh, they're doing it now. Some of them are. It must just been which the new ones now are coming this way, whereas the ones that had registered their trip earlier aren't yet. But they're doing it. Okay, that's good. And I also noticed the clock, and we're ridiculously over time again, but that's fine. I wanted to get that working. I wanted to get all this working, and we're having O2 problems because we are no longer producing enough of some of the basics to accommodate this. Let's quickly accommodate it. This one here, you get an O2, and you get an O2, and you get an O2. And survival food looks like it's way more than sufficient. I bet you it goes down. It does go down. Okay. The usage per person is different depending on the type of building it is. All right, well, hopefully that's enough O2. It looks like it should be. TM. Looks like it's a little bit, about 20 overproduction. But that should be fine because it's, you know, per block kind of thing. We could take some of the survival food buildings out now that we're upgrading. But hopefully we are okay at this point. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys are downgrading. They're downgrading way down, too. Hopefully they straighten themselves out soon. But we'll see you in the next episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.